Paul reminds them that the identity that matters is the one that they receive in their baptism, that being baptized in Christ makes us a new creation, and our gifts and the way we live them out should only be compared to God, so that we might, rather than compare our ear to someone else's nose, might instead have it said of us that we have an ear that looks a lot like Jesus's, or that we have an eye that looks a lot like Jesus's, that our speech, that our actions, that our gifts are reminiscent of the God who made us and formed us and transformed us. And just like in that NICU unit, we're making comparisons to that one who made us, so that perhaps what people are seeing in these gifts, in what we offer, is a familiarity to the Father that is more important than any individual gift can be. Paul and us, when we hear this passage, should start to think back to some really early passages, going back to the very beginning, going back to before there were noses and eyeballs and toenails, going back to the moment where God wondered about what God would create next and said, "Let us create humankind in our image." And these words in Genesis 1 shape how we see ourselves and see each other. That we would treat each other as someone who God made and loved, because I'm a person who was made in God's image, who was brought through the waters of baptism, and whose relationship with Christ has transformed me into a new creation. And so too have you been made in the image of God, been brought through the waters of baptism, been transformed through your relationship with Jesus Christ into a new creation.